Okay, now let's go to the second part. Firstly, I still want to show you my blog, what I read, and it's still quite long. That's quite a lot of words I have written, and this is a Harvard University, and this is what Harvard University commented about his death. So I will continue to translate what I have written here. Okay. Now let's get back. So just now we talked about on 30th of January, he started to get the interview when he was in the ICU, Dr. Li Wenliang. Okay, because I believe his death was not natural. I believe he was killed by someone for some reasons, and I'm going to analyze everything at the end. So for now, I just have to get through what happened in the past 39 days from his death. From the time he released the message that the 7 patients were affected in the seafood market until his death. So you have to follow me and for everything, all the details. And otherwise, later on when I talk about things, you wouldn't understand. Okay, and I have to look at my computer to translate everything, so I cannot look at you. Okay. And then after that, it's January of February. Sorry, 1st of February. Okay, after 31st of January, it's 1st of February, which is this month right now. Today is 8th of February when I'm recording this video. On the 1st of February, on this day, Dr. Li released a Weibo and said, okay, finally I was tested and it's positive. So definitely he got the coronavirus infection already. However, please pay attention at the moment, even though I will analyze everything later, but I still want you to pay attention to here that he himself is a doctor and he was treated in the ICU in his own hospital until this point, 1st of February. It's 21 days already. Since the 12th of January, he was sent into the ICU until the 1st of February. It's 21 days already. And he just got his own test result. Okay, we'll come back to this later. And then now, he even couldn't talk. He even couldn't speak. However, he just got the test. And he is definitely coronavirus affected. And on 1st of February, he was interviewed by another Chinese media. I think it's a magazine. It calls Economy News or something. Okay, I don't know how to translate it. It's 财新新闻. From 2nd of February to 6th of February, he died on 6th of February. So from 2nd of February and the 6th of February, there's no message anymore from him. And from what I can say on his own Weibo, the last activity is on 3rd of February, he pressed a button for a vote, online vote. And that online vote's message is, have you started to work? Okay, he always wanted to come back to work. In his interview, he said he always want to come back to the hospital and start work again, and he always believed he will be treated well and he will be recovered. He never thought he would die. Okay, and now back to when I wrote this article. That's tonight, 6th of February at 9:30. His heart stopped beating. Okay, and then. Everybody knows after his heart stopped beating, and then the hospital start to use ECOM to try to save his life, which is ridiculous. Why didn't they do it before that? But anyway, we'll come back to this later. Okay, and then on 7th of February at 2:55 a.m., finally officially the government announced that Dr. Li is dead. Now I will start to say why I think his death is so suspicious. It doesn't look like a normal or natural death for me, okay? And I start to suspect it as soon as I heard of his death. I just thought that's so impossible. I'm going to start to analyze right now, okay? Even though maybe from the past when I give you the 39 days what happened, maybe you got some idea already, and now I'm trying to make it more clear and everything more in detail. Even though I'm not the detective I'm just a Chinese writer, but I will tell you what I think, and you could agree with it, and you don't need to agree with it if you don't want to. But all I want to say is what I think of his death, and I believe it's an abnormal, and for me, it's very like that he was killed for some reasons. Okay, so firstly, why I thought he was killed, not naturally died. Firstly, himself is a doctor, and he was treated in the best condition ICU in the best hospital in Wuhan Central Hospital. And also he was sent into ICU in day 4 of his infection. That's very early stage. So no matter how serious or not serious when he was sent into the ICU on 12th of January, and what I mean is he already got all the best medical care or treatment or whatever condition or place to live or whatever in Wuhan. So he must be, he will never have any risk of life, isn't he? That's what I thought, or everyone would think like that, right? He's working in this hospital, and he only got affected by 4 days. He only started to cough for 3 days. And immediately he was sent into ICU. Nobody else can see him anymore. Okay, even his parents, nobody can see him anymore after he was sent into the ICU. So he must not likely to have any death risk anymore, right? Because he was taken care of by the best hospital, in the best situation, the best medical everything. And during that time, I think when I released this article, 6th of February, and by the Chinese government's official number, there are 459 patients in Wuhan, this city, was 100% cured and was discharged. So I would say, okay, what about the other 459 patients who were recovered in the whole city of Wuhan? They were recovered, and the doctor in this hospital was dead after 25 days stay in the ICU. Okay, that's my first question or concern. And so is this hospital that bad? They couldn't save his life, while they saved a lot of other patients' life. And more serious, I'm pretty sure they couldn't be that quickly after coughing for 3 days and sent into the ICU. I think other patients may got at least queuing for 1 week, or at least when they got really serious, and then they will be sent into ICU. And they were treated and recovered. However, Dr. Li dead. Okay, the second point is there's a fact that Dr. Li was start to cough on 10th of January, and he was sent into the ICU on 12th of January. However, he was never being tested by the test box or kit or whatever. We all understand that during that period, it's very limit of the various test kits in Wuhan city right now. It's very short of stock. And also the government was trying to control the numbers. That's why they were trying to control the numbers of test box to send it to the public. Because the more boxes sent to, the accuracy number will be more. You understand what I mean? So even though still every single day we can say from other time officially there's about at least 100 or 200 numbers were confirmed that got the test confirmed that they're positive. The patient. However, for Dr. Li Wenliang, from 12th of January until 1st of February, in total 21 days. It took him 21 days to get a box to be tested if he got this disease or not. While other patients, in that 21 days, I don't know, at least 2,000 people will be tested already in the Wuhan city. I don't have the precise number right now. But definitely, today, on 8th of February, the confirmed numbers in China right now is 34,000. No, 31,000. I could check it right now, but I have to pause this a little bit to check the exact number just to be accurate. So I need to type something. to check what's today's number. Okay, let's forget about it. It's definitely over 30,000 people has been confirmed that were affected by the virus. So the 30,000 confirmed, which are all from the test kits, and our doctor Li does not have it for 21 days, and all other patients will have it, and he himself is a hospital's employee, couldn't get this test kit, and according to himself, the first one, the result was never coming out, and it was delayed, and he didn't know that result, and the second test, they told him he's negative, so he was not affected. So that caused a massive delay of his treatment, because think about it. If he cannot be confirmed that he got this virus, then how could the doctor treat him? No matter what because he was not confirmed. So how could then give him the right medicine to treat him? I'm not a doctor, so I don't know what medicine they could have given to him, but definitely not for this disease because he was not confirmed. Okay, and then we could have a very reasonable thing. He, as a doctor, living in the ICU. However, in 21 days, he even couldn't get a test kit and get confirmed. Then what else he could get in the hospital during his treatment? I would suspect he even get any treatment or even any proper or effective treatment he should have. Otherwise, he wouldn't die. And to my knowledge, what the news says is most patients, they will have the sympathy for 1 week. And if they were treated properly, after 1 week, they will start to get better and get recovered. Okay, the whole treatment will take 1 or 2 weeks time. However, Dr. Liu was in the ICU for 3 weeks before he really could get the right treatment. What they are doing, you know what I mean? It's ridiculous. It's unbelievable. If you were this patient's parents or husband or wife, wouldn't you ask the hospital what you're doing? Why my husband or why my son was in your hospital but can never be confirmed what kind of illness he got? So what's the point he stayed in the hospital and he was completely isolated from anyone in the public? Why is that? Only because he was one of the 8 people who released the message at the first beginning to warning the whole Wuhan city's people to be careful. Okay, that's my, I have to think about this word, conspiracy. Okay, that's my conspiracy theory. I have no evidence, but I'm just trying to be a normal person to think about the normal reason or the normal procedure in a hospital. What a patient could have been done if it's not Dr. Li. So let me continue. I'm really outrageous. That's why I wrote so many words, because I was so angry. Yes, as I said, I am not a doctor, so there's no way I could have found any evidence of what kind of medicine they have been used on him for that 21 days. However, I just know most people or other people were treated and recovered during his time, 21 days. The 400 people were recovered. However, Dr. Li is dead. Okay, so after that 21 days, on 1st of February, I can only know he was getting worse and worse. He couldn't speak. He couldn't even move anymore. And according to the word he told to the media, the Chinese report, and he said, I got really difficult on breath. That's really suffering. I hope no one else would suffering this. So on 1st of February, he couldn't even breath. He got very difficult breath already. That's all we know at that moment. I have to say the rest of things in part 3 because this video is long enough. Wait for me in part 3. That will be the end. Thank you very much for watching.